Well, the offense looked good. What is up, Finn fans? What a horrible loss. An absolute horrible loss. The offense scored 27 points, and the defense disappeared. Absolutely disappeared. Just a horrible game by the defense. Horrible. Hold the Colts to 16. Hold the Patriots to 10. Hold Seattle to 24. Hold the Jags to 20. Seattle's a better team than Arizona. Held them to 24. 24 points. You also held them to scoreless for 2.5 quarters. Arizona scored nonstop in the second half. 21 points in the second half. Arizona scored. Horrible. Let me give you some stats here. Kyler Murray, 26 for 36, 307 yards, 2 touchdowns, 116.3 passer rating. We couldn't sack him. And at some point, I was like, that's not bad. You know, I like what they're doing in the aspect of not sending a rush at him and essentially putting your hands up because Kyler can't see over it. Worked for a little bit, but no pressure on him. He had all day to throw, was converting long downs and distances. No, like, Kyler had a day. Their run game, we shut it down. James Conner, 20 for 53 yards, 2.7 yards per carry. They weren't running on us. 82 rushing yards. We did that, but they threw all over us. Trey McBride, 9 catches, 124 yards. Marvin Harrison Jr., 6 catches, 111 yards. Like, you got to be kidding me. Got to be kidding me. 1 sack on the day. Our offense, the offense was not the problem. Tua Tagovailoa, 28 for 38, 234 yards, and a touchdown. Great day by Tua. Made a little rusty here and there, but good game. The offense wasn't the problem. Devon Achane, 10 carries, 97 yards. Raheem Mostert had 2 rushing touchdowns. Tyreek Hill, 6 for 72. Jalen Waddle, 4 for 45. We did have big drops from Jalen Waddle and Jonnu Smith that killed us in some parts. It's the fumbles. 3 fumbles. We got them back, though, thank God. Julian Hill with a fumble, but again, we recovered all of our fumbles. Thank God. 0 sacks by the defense. 2 tackles for loss. 1 quarterback hit. The missed tackles. I'm going to talk about that tomorrow. David Long Jr. Horrible game by David Long Jr. Horrible game by Jalen Ramsey. Horrible game by Jordan Poyer. The guys that we needed to step up, the secondary, just horrible game. Absolutely a horrible game. The offense did their job, scored 27 points. There were some mistakes. They made up for the mistakes. And now you're sitting at 2-5. The Jets lost? No flipping. The Jets lost to the Patriots. As I'm recording this, I am seeing that the Jets lost to the Patriots 25-22, because I just looked at the standings and the Dolphins are still in second place at 2-5 because the Patriots and the Jets are sitting at 2-6. Holy crap. That makes me feel a little bit better. First downs, 15-15. Rushing first downs, 7-6. Total plays, Miami had 2 more total plays. Time of possession is dead even. Absolutely dead even. Total yards, they had more total yards. Going into the half, we were dominating. 13-7, we were dominating going into the half. And then for some reason, the defense was like, I'm just going to stop playing football. 21 points in the second half. It was 13-7. We held them to 7 points in the first half. Second half, the defense just disappeared. 2 penalties for the Dolphins offense, 2 for 15. The Dolphins offense was moving smooth. The snaps, the calls getting called in, the passes. Beautiful. Defense, on the other hand, sucked. Horrible. Like, putrid. This defense in the second half sold the game for the Dolphins. Absolutely sold the game. I'm trying to get you guys the play-by-play so I could talk about the first half. Touchdown, we force a punt, we kick a field goal, they score a touchdown. Then after that touchdown, they didn't do anything. They scored one touchdown in the first half. And a lot of our problems was like 2nd and 8. Jonnu Smith drops a easy first down that would have kept us going on our own 44. We end up punting that. Then we kick a field goal. Pivotal drops. Jalen Waddle had a drop. But coming out of the half, we score a touchdown. Like, we're making plays. We score another. Like, it was just offense was moving the ball, doing what they had to do. And the defense just sold that game. Life was breathed into this team with Tua coming back and making the plays and doing what they had to do and making the audibles and making the quick decisions and the quick passes and dropping a beautiful pass to Tyreek Hill down the sideline right in the bucket. Just play after play, making great plays. And the defense in the second half could not stop anything. Horrible tackling. No pressure. Third down, Kyler Murray keeps it himself. Marcus May stutters for a second instead of just going in and making, like, it seems like they were afraid to tackle Kyler Murray because they were afraid to get a penalty or afraid to hurt him or something like that. But now you're sitting at 2-5. Your season's over. I'll be shocked if they somehow miraculously make the playoffs after starting 2-5. Now, the Packers did it last year. Packers started 2-5. They went on a run. Things started clicking. They got into the playoffs and they had a run. I don't see the Dolphins doing that. The offense seems to be clicking now. The offense doesn't seem to be the problem. Now the defense can't stop anything. And you're going up against Buffalo next week with Amari Cooper. We're going to get blown out. We'll score like 20, but I see the Buffalo Bills scoring like 40. We'll lose 40-20. We'll score some points. We'll move the ball. But I don't see our defense stopping anything. Our defense is bad. All of a sudden, our offense wakes up and the defense is like, nope. I don't feel like playing. Someone's got to be fired. Someone has to be fired. You can't start 2-5 after the past 2 years and everyone's safe. Like, Chris Greer's got to go. I said it time and time again. Fire Chris Greer. Bring in a general manager that you like, whether in-house or out, but hire a general manager and have him watch Mike McDaniel for the rest of the year and decide, am I going to keep him or is he gone? Because it's pitiful. Pitiful. We thought, looking at the AFC East coming into this season, the Jets are going to be competitive. The Dolphins are going to be competitive. Hey, can Buffalo bounce back from from losing a bunch of talent on defense and losing talent on offense? Can they do it? Yada, yada. We're all sitting here thinking that. And Buffalo's beating the bad teams. They're losing to the good teams. They're the 2023 Miami Dolphins. But they're beating the bad teams. And they have a lock on the AFC East. So they will win the AFC East and they will make the playoffs. What will they do in the playoffs? Probably nothing because they can't beat good teams. But holy crap. Just putrid. Absolutely putrid on defense. The amount of times I saw McBride open, the amount of times I saw Marvin Harrison Jr. open. Why? It's the mismatches on defense that were driving me nuts. Like Anthony Weaver, you got to do better. I know you're working with what you have, and we're dealing with injuries with Jalen Phillips and with Bradley Chubb and, Steelers with his orbital socket, and then you got Holland going down. I understand you're dealing with these injuries, which again is Chris Greer's fault, bringing in nobody. But why is Cam Smith lining up with Marvin Harrison Jr.? Why is Jordan Poyer, when you're sending an all-out blitz, matching up with McBride? Why is David Long Jr. matching up with McBride when he can't cover anything? Jordan Brooks should have been on McBride all game. All game, it should have been Jordan Brooks. And then you got Ramsey's he got beat 3 times, one of them for that touchdown to Marvin Harrison Jr. Like the whole time we were on a defense, we were chasing. We're playing zone, they find the empty zone. We play man, they were chasing because we're not getting pressure. Our front is not getting pressure on Murray. If we get pressure, he escapes and he runs. It's like that's what you have to deal with when you're facing Kyler Murray. You have to contain and send pressure up the middle. We couldn't do any of that. So now we're sitting at 2-5. Season is, there's like a 5% chance we make the playoffs. So now you got to look at things internally. You got to look at the future. Look at draft picks. You got to look at, we're sellers when it comes to the trade deadline. Absolute sellers. And I have a video this week, mid-season, review and mid-season grade and everything. But we're sellers at the trade deadline. Absolute sellers. Because you ain't beating Buffalo. The way they played on offense, you could beat Buffalo. You put 27, I think you could beat Buffalo. But then you look at the defense. You ain't stopping Buffalo. You ain't stopping Buffalo. Like I said, we'll lose like 27-50. We'll lose. We'll be in there, tit for tat. We'll score a touchdown. They'll score a touchdown. We'll score a touchdown. They'll score a touchdown. And then we'll, 3 and out or something. And then the game's gone. Someone's head's got to roll for this one. This is just horrible. Horrible execution. Hey, we won a challenge. I like the play call for about 85 to 90% of this game. Is the defense. The defense is killing me here. I like the decision making from Tua. Yeah, he lost a few balls. He had the snap here. He should have grabbed. Dropping back. Defender got his hand on it. But I like the decision making from Tua. Tua running for the first down, sliding. Great to see. Again, I had no problems with the offense. Some situations, I wish they could have done better. That series of play calls, this is why I say 85 to 90%. I was okay with the play calls. Because after we got the first down challenge win, they pitch it, tackle for loss. Then they try another type of pass, nothing. And then they try something like just run it up the gut, man. Eat the clock up, run it up the middle, get the first down, go home. Well, you stay home, take the win. But they got cute and it just bit us in the butt. Bit us in the butt. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We're going to look more at this team. I think tomorrow will be the midseason review. Will be tomorrow. This one sucks, man. We had this game. 20-11. Not even 20-10. Sucks, man. I'll see you tomorrow. Like usual, stay classy. Fins up.